So I have a drum here. I have a drum loop in this one. Then I have my bass. And I have a main sample right here. So I'm going to use these 3 loops. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy the program. I'm going to create the same exact program, but I'm going to put it in another track. So track 1 has this program. Track number 2 will have the same program that I copied. Okay, so both programs have the same sounds. Now I'm going to learn a function. I'm going to put this to learn, and I'm going to say that the program volume for this program, I'm going to assign it to a fader. Going to do the same for the other program volume. So let me pop out of here. I'm going to go to the other track where the other program is. Okay, so this is the other program. Learn, do the same thing, volume, and I'm going to assign the same fader from my controller. But here I'm going to revert. I'm going to flip the action. So instead of going up, the volume is going to go down. And I'm going to show you this in the mixer. So I'm moving my fader here in my controller. And if you have a look, the 2 volumes, they go, one's going to go up and the other one's going to go down. So they're going to go in different directions. And that's because I used the flip function, right? So now we have an actual DJ fading tool that allows us to fade in between tracks, kind of emulating the Octatrack workflow where you can morph in between sounds, because we're going to add some effects to the program that we copied. We've seen how we can learn 2 different levels to the same slider or knob. It's up to you. You can choose a control that you want. It can be an on and off switch as well. It can be a slider. It can be just a knob. It's really up to you guys. So we've mapped. Let's go here to the channel mixer, and if I move my slider, you'll see that both volumes, one goes up, the other one goes down. So we've mapped that already. We've copied the same program to another program, which now allows us to go to one of the programs and just give different effects to the samples that are in the program. Now I have already, let me increase the volume here. I have already done some changes. So the sounds are actually warping. Right, and I've given some different type of effects. I just want to okay, so this one is altered. I've tweaked the sounds a little bit. It's really up to you. You can tweak the sounds to your heart's content. And now really all you need to do is just move the slider up and down, and the 2 programs are going to morph each other. So I'm going to start with this one, which is the original sound, and all you need to do is just to slide the slider. And that's it, super easy. Obviously, this technique that we now have to control 2 faders at the same time, 2 or 3 faders, really up to you, with the same slider or knob or on and off switch. You can control several parameters at the same time. So we can actually create a DJ fader to fade in between tracks. This is good for live performances. It's a great update that allows us now to mix in between tracks. If you have a complete song in one program, you can now move from one song to the other in different tracks. So it's just the idea. It's out there, guys. Go ahead and try it. I want to thank you guys for the support that you've been giving the channel. I've gone past the 2,000 subscribers, which is it's really great for the channel. I want to thank you for that. You guys have been pushing me to get creative with the MPC. That's one of the things that I really like to do. I watch a lot of tutorials online of many machines. I always try to emulate those actions in the MPC. So and that's what keeps me going. It's going to YouTube and finding what other people are doing, trying to get that same concept in the MPC. You know, I love all these other machines. I love the Elektron workflow. That's one of my favorites. I always try to get something from the Octatrack that I really love. I love that machine. I don't own one, so I try to make it happen here on the MPC. And I think this way kind of works very well, where you just, you know, you copy two programs, give different effects to each program, and then you can slide in between the two. So I think that's a good workflow. I used to do it before, where I used to just jump in between both of the tracks, but now that we have the option to actually fade from one to the other, that's even better. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Please go ahead and subscribe, okay, so the channel keeps on growing. Thank you once again, and I'll see you guys on the next video.